The longest government shutdown in history, over 41 days, is about to end. What was this all about? Well, from the Republican side, they passed the big, beautiful bill and they just needed a continuing resolution to keep funding the government. It was the end of the government's fiscal year in October. And the Democrats said, no way, Jose, because we don't like that the big, beautiful bill pulls subsidies for Obamacare, which will make premiums shoot through the roof for millions of Americans on the ACA. At least that was the reason, the excuse for the Democrats not to approve this CR shutting down the government. Funding was removed from the federal government. Now, Trump and his minions leaped on this action, blamed the Democrats, fire as many federal workers as we can, and turn the screws on Democrat programs, including food stamps. Now, the backlash has included flight delays caused by the air traffic controllers who are hired by the federal government, not getting paid, walking off the job. In addition to the thousands of other things that have been shut down or broken or delayed because of this government shutdown. And since Trump has doubled and tripled down on all of this to put heat on the Democrats to jump ship and approve the CR and reopen the government. Now, what happened? Well, 8 Democrats did exactly that. They jumped ship, approved it in the Senate, and it looks like the government shutdown is going to end very soon. But here's what is kind of nutty about this. The Democrats were fighting for the subsidies for Obamacare. Now, if you pull these subsidies, the premiums are going to go up under the Trump administration. So if these subsidies are eliminated and the premiums go up, voters are going to be like, F you Republicans. You took away my health coverage, or you boosted my premiums. So ironically enough, the Democrats have been fighting for a better situation for millions of Americans, many of whom are in red states and voted in Trump. So what were the Democrats really doing? And I think that the Democrats were just shaking it up. They used the ACA subsidies, however valid an excuse, as an excuse. They just wanted to throw chaos into the mix, get the Americans excited, the American public, and show the Americans, the American public, that the Democrats have regrown a pair after getting their asses handed to them in the presidential election. And this coincides with the recent elections in New York City, in Virginia, in New Jersey, where the Democrats are surging. Anyway, that's my take on this crazy shutdown. I don't think it really had that much to do with healthcare premiums per se. I think it had more to do with the Democrats just showing that they had grown a pair. And now that the situation got really bad with those flight delays, with food stamps, with all the problems that have cascaded because of the shutdown, the Democrats were finally like, all right, we made our point, enough's enough. And meanwhile, even though most Americans believe that this was Trump and the Republicans' fault based on the polls, Trump continues to lay it on down, does not care, talks about his ballroom, throws fancy parties, does international trips, not on the pulse at all. He does not care, and the MAGA minions eat this shit up. But I don't know if that bodes well for the midterms. We shall see. Interesting times and crazy times.